Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams, and welcome to your reading. I'm so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Alright, let's go ahead and see what is coming through with this Oracle deck for your overall energy. Diligence and happiness. You've been very diligent with a task, with a mission. I feel like this is on a soul level. You've made certain choices. I see you making a series of choices in order to move differently through life. There's something that you've consciously chosen to do regarding a set of actions that you've taken. For some of you, you have overcome, or you've been working towards overcoming an addictive behavior. For some of you, you have worked really hard to maintain your boundaries. I see that for some of you, there were people who wanted to latch themselves onto you and drain you of your energy. They got used to you opening up to them and allowing them to attach themselves to you, but you've worked really hard to maintain your boundaries. And for some of you, this is about a creative endeavor that you have been working really hard towards. You've been wanting to allow yourself to do what you are creatively inspired to do. So you've been very diligent. And because of your diligence, you're attracting happiness. This is joy and peace that you feel within yourself. And for many of you on your path, you're attracting a union that is so high vibe. It's perfectly aligned with you and your frequency. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Speaking of those toxic attachments and setting those boundaries, I'm releasing this video on the day of the new moon in Virgo, as well as the partial solar eclipse in Virgo. It's a wonderful time to release toxic attachments and release any energetic baggage that you may have been carrying. And so I'm going to link a cut and clear ASMR video that you can use whether you're watching this at the time of the eclipse or not. It's always a great time to cut cords. So I will link that in case you want to use that at the time of the new moon or anytime. Alright, I'm going to pull a couple cards for whatever archetype energy is impacting you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Goddess. You are either in your goddess energy or you are attracting a goddess towards you. And even if you identify or walk in your masculine energy more so than in your feminine energy, you still have feminine energy. So this really applies to anyone and everyone. But this goddess energy is very strong. This is the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. This is a nurturing energy. It's comforting. And it is powerfully sensual. Yeah. It's soft, but still very strong and powerful. You've also got artist. Yeah, you're allowing your creativity to flow. 4:44 on the timer. All of your efforts to express your artistic side, to express your creative nature, are protected. Divine is really looking out for you and creating paths for you to do what it is that you love to do. Divine says, do more of what you are inspired to do. Divine is working with you to line up opportunities for you to express yourself creatively. Teacher, you are so wise that to just sit on your wisdom, it's not that it would be a waste, not at all, because you're always expanding your knowledge and your awareness, and that benefits you and those around you, whether you teach them or not, because you can teach just by being yourself. When people look at you, they see a wonderful example of a wise being. But for many of you, there are going to be many more opportunities for you to teach others. And this could be, for some of you, one-on-one. For some of you, you're going to teach others via a platform. You might write a book. You might have a podcast. You might have an online presence. But somehow you are sharing your knowledge with others. I'm getting the Hierophant card. This is the energy of Thoth and Tahuti. Well, same thing. But you're sharing the awareness that you have of life and of your spiritual nature. You've learned so much on your spiritual path that Divine is now calling for you to share that wisdom with others. And until you do that, you're not wasting your time, because teachers, the good ones, take time to learn what it is that they do and what it is that they want to teach and share with others. And that's what you've been doing. But now it's time to share, because you are an amazing teacher. You have a way of connecting with others that is so natural. And it feels very profound. When you work with someone, teaching them, they feel very connected to you and very safe with you. So they're not afraid to ask you questions. They're not afraid to let you know that they don't understand something. And that's very important as a teacher. All right. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to lay a couple of tarot cards to see what current conflict or situation is impacting you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. One more, Spirit. Ooh. This is cool. Okay, you've got the Prince of Swords, Seven of Cups, the World, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Tower, followed by Ace of Cups. There's something that you were observing. You wanted to get an idea of where to go next, and it looked confusing. It looked like there were so many options, there were different paths to take. I also feel like there could have been other energies impacting how you were looking at things, and so you may have felt discouraged from moving forward with something that you wanted to do. I feel like this happened over an extended period of time. You wanted to move forward, but there was confusion, there was illusion. There was like this veil of chaos. I feel like this was impacted by a lot of people. A lot of people's opinions that they shared or maybe tried to force onto you. I don't feel like you felt that you had the freedom to do what you wanted to do and what you felt was truly best for you. But in the midst of all these options and all this illusion and all these choices and not really knowing what to do, there you were, ready to be free, but you felt sort of like you just couldn't make your way out of this chaos. But you were so close. You were always so close to having your freedom. That cycle is over with the world. Something has come to an end where you felt like you had to do things like other people wanted you to do them. You decided to take the world and hold it in your hands and remind yourself that this is your path. And you reminded yourself that you have more control than you may have thought that you did or felt that you did. You reminded yourself of your free will. 12:12 on the timer. By closing out that cycle where someone else or other people were controlling you or impacting your choices and your path, exerting dominance over you, exerting their control over you, you decided to move forward as the Knight of Wands. With your creative expression, your will. Will keeps coming to mind. You decided to get back in touch with your fire and to remind yourself that no one else should dominate your world. And to allow others to do that just means that you're not living the life that's truly best for you. You're living a life according to other people. And these other people were exerting control over your life, not even out of genuine care and love. It was Seven of Cups, confusion. And there were people who did not mind having you feel overwhelmed for whatever selfish reasons they had that they wanted to control you. You decided to set your boundaries. You decided to stake your claim and write your own destiny. You decided to do what's best for you. I want to get some clarity on the Queen of Cups here and the Tower. Okay, this is really beautiful. With the Queen of Cups, you decided to, this is clarified by foresight. You're very intuitive. You may have a lot of water energy in your chart. You could be a water sign, or have a significant water placement in your chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But even if you don't, this is referring to your intuition. You had the foresight to know that if you continued to move in a direction where you were allowing people to control your life and to guide your world in a direction that you did not agree with, that it was going to cause a tower. This was going to cause massive chaos and confusion, and perhaps it already did. I feel like you have such great foresight because you have paid such close attention to the patterns that you've experienced. And so 1555, you decided to make a change. And you made this change based on your own feelings and your own previous experiences. You knew that it wasn't worth it to remain stuck in that cycle. You decided to go your own way with the Divergence card here, which clarifies the Tower. I feel like there's something that you did, there's something that you said to someone that was basically like, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to continue in this way. I'm not going to continue to allow you or anyone else to control me. I feel like you either verbally said that to someone or you acted in a way that made that very, very clear to them. This could have been to a whole group of people. For some of you, I see that you made changes to your plans in education. Perhaps some of you decided to no longer continue going for a degree. And some people would say, that's terrible, don't tell them that they should do that. But if that's what you felt called to do, we're in the minute of 17. We just had 1717, star. Some of you know that you are a star and that you are a healer, and you chose to move in the direction of what you're called to do. And so you got tired of spending thousands on thousands of dollars for a degree. And you decided to go in the direction of doing something, creating something, building something, without investing additional time in school. Some of you decided to walk away from a harmful relationship or an unhappy relationship, a toxic relationship. And this caused a tower. It was a huge upset. Perhaps at some point to you, because even though you wanted this change, change is never easy. It may have felt like you were uprooting yourself. This also was a very big deal to people around you. But you see how this dove is at the root of that mountain or volcano? There's also like a tree there that also sort of looks like a lightning, a streak of lightning, a bolt of lightning is there at the bottom. And so as you were uprooting your old life, your old ways, what you were doing was adding peace to your life. Now, it may not have felt that way at the time, but that's exactly what you were doing. You were creating peace in your world. Even though it felt like turmoil, maybe a lot of people were upset with you. Maybe some people criticized you, telling you that you were crazy and that this was a terrible idea, but you knew that you could no longer live under the control of someone else. Ace of Cups. A new beginning. A new beginning that is guided by the divine. guided by your intuition. This could be a new beginning in love. This could be something that is so close to your heart that is a direct result of you having freed yourself from the control of others. Let me get some clarity on this Ace of Cups. Divine, clarify this Ace of Cups for this beautiful being. This is something that you have already seen in your dreams, whether it's when you're asleep or it's like your visions when you're awake. And Divine says to trust the divine timing. So whatever new beginning it is that you are manifesting, Divine is blessing it, and they're saying that because it is divinely aligned and because you made a sacrifice, look, we've got success at the bottom of the deck. This is a successful new beginning. And it is unfolding in your life. It is coming into fruition. It is manifesting in divine time. Divine is asking you to trust that the choices that you've made have set you up for success, and that it will continue to, to unfold in the most beautiful way. You're going to be celebrating this new beginning. Also, by setting boundaries and allowing this tower to happen where maybe you're not around the same people that you used to be around. You might not be in the same home that you used to be in. You may not be living with the same person or people that you used to live in. Or you might not be in at the same job. Whatever it was that you walked away from and changed. Good things are coming to you because you have surrounded yourself with people who are more aligned with you. You have put yourself in an environment that's much more conducive to your success. 22:33 on the timer. Divine says you're being rewarded because you had the strength to walk away from what did not serve you. You're going to experience a great deal of abundance because of these changes that you made. Divine is so proud of you. Allow yourself to rest when you need to rest. Allow yourself to rest and rejuvenate, because I see you working hard. I see you doing the things that you need to do in order to be aligned, divinely aligned. Have confidence in your new beginning. Have confidence in your intentions that you've set. This is about your freedom. Yeah, there's the success card again. This is a very successful path for you. You decided to walk away from the deception of the past. You decided not to play the role that others wanted you to play because they were trying to control you. They were trying to make you feel afraid of making a change. They wanted you to believe in scarcity, that if you didn't stay on that same path, repeating those same old toxic cycles, that there was not going to be anything good for you out there. But you've chosen to make a change anyway. You made a choice, and it wasn't an easy one, but you made a choice to let go of what no longer served you. And you've remained dedicated to it. Divine is encouraging you to remain dedicated to your choice because you have freed yourself. You've realigned with the frequency of creativity. You're going to be able to create beautiful things for some of you, because this is, for some of you, a new love. you are going to be able to create the family that you've always wanted. You're going to be able to create a beautiful home environment, a peaceful home environment. You're no longer subscribing to those self-limiting beliefs. You're no longer looking in the mirror telling yourself all of the things that could go wrong. You're no longer playing that track over and over in your mind, in your head, that you can't do it, or that you're not cut out for this, or that there are so many things to fear and to be worried about. You're not doing that anymore. You've created balance in your world by moving forward with this change. Divine says to continue to be open to change. Let's see what this is. What change is coming, Divine, for this beautiful being? You're going to celebrate. That's the second card that says celebration. Because you have completed a cycle. This is a really big thing that you've done. Yeah. You've had an epiphany, a breakthrough, a major change in your life. You've taken an action that has led to a beautiful new beginning. I want to get more on what this beginning is. For some of you, you truly have walked away from an environment that no longer served you. You made a choice to let the truth into your world, to see truth, to no longer give in to those deceptive illusions, and you walked away from something that did not serve you. Divine, what is this new beginning in this beautiful being's life? It's something that allows you to, listen, what you did was you manifested a change to that Eight of Swords. You were feeling burdened and tied up. And I feel like for a long time you visualized yourself making a change, but you actually decided to do it. And with that Eight of Swords, you said, no way, I'm going to break through this. With the Wheel of Fortune. And you have opened doors to allow so much more fortune and abundance into your world. What's this Ace of Cups? Listen, with your new beginning, there may be some doubts that you're experiencing now. That's why this reading feels like affirmation and confirmation. Because it's just like Divine is telling you, you did the right thing, you did the right thing. I feel like there are some things that you're looking at in the physical realm, and it's creating a sense of doubt. Divine says there's no need to doubt this change that you've made. Divine says continue to be open to change. They're encouraging you to do that. Divine says to protect your energy from any of these forces that you have walked away from. The forces that you separated yourself from, continue to protect your energy from them. There are some people from your past that are experiencing judgment. They're experiencing karma. They're under judgment at this time because they took from you. Okay, so the Queen of Cups already came out. This is the King of Cups. They're telling you to move forward. Move forward. This is Cancerian energy as well with the Chariot. Divine is encouraging you to have strength. This is about a celebration. There is something here to be celebrated, beautiful being. There's a group or community that you have walked away from. There's somebody who was offering you a promise of something, but it came with stipulations. It came with that, like there were strings attached, and you wanted freedom. But Divine is saying to move forward with the Chariot. What are they supposed to move forward towards, Divine? Oh. You know what? This Knight of Cups, it was like upright and then it flipped. Someone was trying to sabotage something in your life regarding love or something that you love. For some of you, this is a creative endeavor, but for some of you, this is a love relationship. So there's a group of people, this Three of Pentacles, that wanted to get in the way of your union with someone, with the Knight of Cups. Yeah. They wanted to bring an end to your forward movement with the Chariot towards a love union or a love relationship. 3111 on the timer. So there's a group of people with that 3 that wanted to keep you stuck. 111. They did not want you to move forward with what is truly best for you. With the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups coming out, and the Chariot, that's what it feels like. It feels like, and the Ace of Cups, it feels like a really beautiful situation here, or union, between the King of Cups and Queen of Cups. And you have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. So somebody did not want that to come about, to happen. Ooh, we got the Ace of Cups again. A new love, planning. And Page of Wands. There's inspiration that you feel. There's a fiery mission that you feel. It's like something that burns inside you that you have to act on. But this is something that was not supported by people around you. They wanted to create confusion. They wanted to create a scarcity mindset. But all that Divine is telling you is that there is reason for celebration, reason to expect abundance, and an increase in your creative power. But other people only wanted you to see the negative, fearful mindset. That's where they wanted you, was in a fearful mindset. We've got 4 of Wands here. This is once again celebration, union, marriage, building something stable. Really beautiful energy here. And it's all because you've chosen to walk towards what you know is best for you. You've got the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Divine is confirming your stability and your prosperity. This is something that also you're manifesting because you have chosen to live your own life. That makes you a strong being. It reinforces your individuality and your ability to do what's best for you. No matter who's surrounding you, no matter who's in your ear. Let's see what's coming from this deck. Thank you, Divine. What has this beautiful being been experiencing that led them to make this change? Truth lives. Look at that. You decided to move forward with your truth. This is like justice. Yeah, there was somebody who kept telling you that if you did what you wanted to do and what you knew was right, if you lived in your truth, that was dangerous. It's like there's somebody or a group of people that was telling you that everything that's right for you was a reason to worry, that that's something that you should be cautious about. No, it's something that you should celebrate. It's something that you should move forward with. Okay? You may have felt like you had to start from zero, because when you have to walk away from whoever it is that you have felt was your support system, I mean, that can feel very scary. But that also may have been something that people were holding over your head, like if you leave the house, or if you stop taking classes, or if you do whatever change you needed to make, that you were not going to have their support and that you would be alone starting from zero. But Divine says that you are not alone. You're not alone at all. You do have support. Divine, what support does this beautiful being have? Three of Swords. So this is definitely a source of pain for you. Perhaps you really don't feel supported. What support does this beautiful being have? Wow. Nine of Swords. Prince of Wands. So even though you may have felt alone and unsupported, you have the beautiful support of your fiery energy inside you, which is your passion. And even when you feel alone, that may be what is driving you, is your passion. But with this being the Prince of Wands, there is a fiery energy. It's like someone who creates. It's someone who is inspiring. And they're with you. This could be someone that you know virtually. This could be someone that you know in person. But there is someone who has fiery energy. It may or may not be a fire sign, or they may or may not have significant fire energy in their chart. But this is a creative being. And they feel very much like a free spirit. They feel like sunshine. They could also have Leo energy in their chart with that lion there. You have support. But I do see that that has been a major concern for you. Perhaps you felt alone. Perhaps you felt betrayed with that Three of Swords and Nine of Swords. That is anxiety-inducing energy. That is the energy of heartache. And if you've had people around you telling you to be cautious because you're living in your truth and threatening you that you're going to be alone and that life is going to be so awful and terrible, then I can understand why you felt that Three of Swords and Nine of Swords. Divine, what other support does this beautiful being have? Temperance. Your angels are supporting you. This is also the promise of balance in your life, though, because what you have done is you have alchemized negative energy that was surrounding you, and you allowed it to inspire you to create change in your world. And so by doing that, you are creating a state of balance in your world, of temperance. This is also Sagittarius energy, so there may be a Sagittarius in your world that is supportive or loving. You've got Six of Cups here. This could be a soulmate, someone from your past in a past life. This could be someone that you knew as a child, okay? But this could also be a soulmate, someone that you have a very strong or deep connection with, okay? All of these energies are going to help you with this Ten of Swords energy that you might be feeling. Divine is saying to gather as much support as you can, even if it's someone that you watch online. There's so much inspiration that you can gain from tuning into something that inspires you or that gets you over a hurdle, a time in your life where you might feel like you are starting from zero. But Divine says that that is an illusion. You're not truly starting from zero, because you are equipped with all of the experience that you've had, and you've had a lot. That's why you're motivated to remain true to this change. Thank you, Spirit. Divine, provide some clarity regarding this beautiful being's change that they've made and where they're going as they move forward. Eager for reciprocation. This could be one reason why you've made this change, is because you were in a situation or a relationship where there was no reciprocity. And that's a very tragic feeling. That's really what Ten of Swords feels like. Making a change where you're coming out of a relationship like that, or out of a situation where you did not feel supported or aligned. When you're in that situation, that's really when it's Ten of Swords, Three of Swords. But because we sometimes allow ourselves to grow comfortable in those situations where there is no reciprocity, there is no true support, but it feels like home, it feels comfortable because it's what we're used to. When we're in that situation, that's really when we need to be cautious. So Divine is saying that it's actually an illusion that now you need to be overly protective of your situation or overly cautious, because you're actually in a much safer space now than you were before. It's an illusion that you should be scared now, but it's just because you're in a different space. Yeah, with this Ace of Cups, you're drawn to something or a new experience that provides you with true affection, nurturance. You're entering, those of you who are attracting a divine counterpart, you're going to be with a person who is sensitive to your needs, someone who's versatile, and someone who's a child at heart. This is a really beautiful energy of love, of reciprocity. This is also Libra energy, so it's a lot of balance. Yeah, exuberant. Okay, so see, I saw that with the school situation before. If you have left a situation where you were paying a lot of money for school or something, and you've decided to do something else, know that you can always continue that later if that's what you choose to do. It doesn't mean that because you're walking away from that experience now that you'll never come back to it. But whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you've walked away from, and whatever it is that you're walking towards, it's going to boost your vibe, and you're going to have a more exuberant vibe about you, where you just have more energetic motivation to do things that matter to you. You're ambitious, you're hopeful, and you're accomplishing some very creative and impressive things for yourself and for anyone that you might be moving towards in a divine connection. Emotionally in the other world. So you're very versatile when it comes to your understanding of the world and of other people. But I feel like because of some of the painful experiences that you've had in the past, you might be afraid of approaching something new. And that's very understandable. But I feel like that's one reason for this reading, is to confirm for you that whatever it is that you are divinely drawn to at this time, and whatever it is that you're attracting at this time, it is truly divine. And so even if you feel afraid, choosing to move forward, as long as it's something that you divinely feel drawn to, not allowing fear to separate you from manifesting that, is definitely going to give you a huge reason to celebrate. You may have felt misunderstood in a previous relationship, and so it's really going to help to, as you connect with a divine partner, whoever it is that you're attracting, to be very honest with them about what you are afraid of, whatever it is that you feel. If this person is truly divine, they will welcome your truth. And that's what this new era of your life is all about, is living in your truth, celebrating your truth, and not holding back for any reason. Yeah. That's what this era is all about, you living in your truth. Leadership. You might be very professionally oriented. Divine says that you are not here to take orders from other people. You can follow if there's someone who is a suitable leader, okay? It's not like you're so egotistical that you would not be able to take directions from a person if it's something that you believe in. But you're not here to take orders from other people. You're here to be a leader. Just like that teacher card came out. You're here to teach people. You're here to lead people. It doesn't mean that you are never a student. You're never a learner or never a follower of a good leader, right? But the direction that you're moving in is where you are the teacher. You are the leader. And so that's why you had to put this situation behind you, where you were constantly feeling controlled or manipulated by other people's thoughts and opinions that did not align with yours, because you weren't able to truly be the leader and the teacher that you are. So that's what you are experiencing now, is the freedom to be who you are meant to be. And you are an excellent leader. So the space you're moving into now will give you the room that you need in order to lead like you are built to lead. You're built for it. You're built to be a leader. You're very responsible. And that's one reason why Divine is blessing you. That's one reason why you're attracting really good, beautiful, wonderful things. You're very competent, very dependable. This has leader on it as well. You're very hardworking. And it says that you're a superb planner. So that could actually perhaps lead to some anxiety if you are embarking on a new era of your life where you kind of have to surrender to the divine and trust. Feeling like you have to plan every single thing could potentially create more fear for you. I feel like whatever you need to plan, but understand that some things might not go to plan, go according to your plan, and that's okay. And also with a new era of your life like this that you're embarking on, it's kind of impossible to plan everything. So Divine is saying that like this Prince of Wands here, who is someone in your life, this represents someone in your life who provides support or inspiration. This is also free spirit, okay? So allow some of that free spirited nature to inspire you to fill in the blanks with trust. Whatever it is that you can't plan to a T, just let go and know that Divine's got you. And it's going to be okay. The outcome is going to be very beautiful. So you're very responsible. I showed you that one. And then energetic sensitivity. So because you are living in your truth now and you're allowing your life to unfold in the most beautiful way possible because it is authentic, you're going to be much more in tune with your spiritual gifts and your energetic sensitivity. And Divine is saying that some of those things that you have trouble planning, because in the physical realm it's almost impossible to plan every single thing when you're going through a big change, you're going to sort of fill in the blanks with your intuition. 5111 on the timer. This change is leading to new beginnings that are so beautiful and so aligned with your true path. So open up to your intuition more and more because you can trust it. Okay? Thank you, Divine. Let me get a couple self-care cards because I feel like with you going through such a big change, self-care is important. Thank you, Divine. What messages do you have for this beautiful being as they embark on this change, this new beginning? Ooh, set boundaries. Well, I feel like that's what you've been doing. And continue to do that, but also I feel like you're really good at setting boundaries. It's about maintaining them. That's what's coming through, because that's difficult for most people who have to set boundaries. Because people don't typically like being told that things are changing. And it's possible that you are dealing with someone or with some people who are extremely manipulative or cold and calculating. I don't like that vibe, but I understand it. I have felt that. I've experienced that. And it's not fun, but there's really no other way through it. Because the only other way to deal with that cold, calculating, manipulative energy is to buckle and just let them do what they want to do. And with your energies that are coming through in this reading, like a leader, you're gifted, you're a teacher, like you're not meant to be told what to do. And this is a profound time of your life where you are standing up for yourself and you are defending your freedom and your truth and your divine purpose. And so it's either, you know, allowing that 3 of Swords and that 10 of Swords and that 9 of Swords energy to overwhelm you and give in to these manipulative, controlling, domineering beings, or choosing yourself even through that grief that you may feel as you are experiencing some betrayal and some mean, unkind behavior. The more that you are able to manifest your independence from that situation, the better things will get. Okay, so yeah, setting boundaries. I would also say to continue to move towards your independence and towards the things and the people that make you happy. Okay? Yeah, put yourself first here. Thank you, Divine. What else for this beautiful being? Make a vision board. And you don't have to make a vision board. Pinterest is really cool for that. But You can take time to, if you have a really good imagination, which energetic sensitivity came through for you, so you more than likely have a very good imagination. You can just take some time to relax, lie down, put some calming music on, and then visualize the life that you want. Visualize the things, the people, the situations, the opportunities that you want to attract. You can do that too. But the main goal here is to visualize what you want your life to become, not what other people are saying you have to experience or that you're doomed to, because they don't know. Glow up. Take care of you. Nurture yourself. Nurture your body. Nurture your physical well-being. Nurture your emotional well-being. A lot of times, like if you're experiencing a situation where someone is mistreating you, it's really good to reel your energy back in. Say something if you need to, like, I'm not going to do this right now. 55-55 on the timer. You've got positive changes coming to you. You can let them know, I am not going to entertain this, and I'm going to whatever. And then go and do something for yourself. Go do something that makes yourself feel good. You can work out. That's a great way to blow off steam. That's something I do constantly to nurture my mental and physical well-being. It works, it works, it works. Or you can do a hobby that you enjoy. Just something to shift your vibration, because that's what it's all about, keeping your vibe high. Okay, one more from this deck. Your throat chakra. Nurture your throat chakra. Encourage yourself to speak up. I love wearing blue lace agate. It's great, okay? I was hushed a lot as a child, so it has taken a long time for me to feel free to use my voice and to speak up. And that happens for a lot of us, you know? Where in childhood or maybe in a relationship, we were told to be quiet, to shut up, to not use our voice. And so when we need to, when we decide that, oh, I'm going to change my life and I'm going to speak up, it's great to say that. But then in specific situations, it can be challenging because what we've been trained to do is to be quiet. So it's good to do meditations or listen to healing frequencies where the throat chakra is nurtured. And you can also use crystals to strengthen the energy of your throat chakra as well. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I'm going to close with a Shaman's Dream Oracle. Oh, I do want to pull one of these first, though. Because Divine was like, power to surrender, power to surrender. I haven't used this deck in ages. But, I just wanted to pull from here. What needs to be surrendered here, Divine? Okay. It says surrender your addictions. And I feel like, okay, there could be people around you who have become addicted to allowing, or addicted to your energy, basically. They've become so dependent on you being who they want you to be, right? But we all have things that sometimes we depend on. You know, and sometimes it's not a full-blown addiction. Sometimes it's that we're dependent on something. And so Divine is saying that as you move through this process of changing your world and aligning with your truth and separating your energy from vampires who are addicted to your energy, and they're addicted to being able to control you. Bring awareness to anything that you might depend on that is not healthy for you or that is not useful to you, that may impact your health or your mental well-being in a negative way. Okay? Because when we're feeling these vibes of grief and betrayal, it can be very easy to go into a state of dependence or dependency on something, okay? But divine is saying to open up to other possibilities of things that you can draw from as far as support is concerned. Other hobbies, healthy people, healthy connections, okay? Healthy practices, whether it's meditation or exercise, okay? All right, thank you, Spirit, for that message. Okay. All right, and I'm going to close with a Shaman's Dream Oracle. Look at all these cards. Oh my goodness. Oh, I like this one. Fool's Embrace, Transmuting Pain. I feel like that's the one. I do. I feel like that's the one. It's card 22. Yeah, that's the one. Because we had just talked about Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, all of that, and then Transmuting Pain. It's the one. Trust me. Okay. Get a good look at it. These cards are so pretty. Transmuting pain, allowing life to love you. The experience of both / and. The pain of life is sometimes unbearable. When we're in it, we think that pain, that loss, that betrayal will always be woven through our continuity of existence. We're kept hostage by the way we identify with the pain and what we make it mean. If we let it in, or if we let it, it becomes etched into us like a tattoo. No matter where on the spectrum of pain you find yourself now, whether it be mild disappointment or searing loss, it's time to make peace with it. Befriend it rather than resisting it, running from it, or judging it as bad or unfair or hostile. Can you see the gift that is here? Surrender to the Fool's Embrace, allowing the truth to envelop you in love and compassion. What if you could learn something amazing from this? What is truly yours will not pass you by. Something better and perfect for you is waiting elsewhere. If you could come to terms with the liberation and freedom inherent in loss, your broken heart might open you up to a greater sense of humanity and compassion. As in the narrative of Tarot, the Fool will be at the beginning of your life's adventure and at the end when you've integrated all the wisdom you've accumulated along the journey. He will never let you down or lie to you. He will, however, teach you how to revel in both the beauty and desperation of life. Both / and, this and that will always be true. Remember, the pearl can't be created without the gritty sand causing discomfort and acting as a catalyst in the oyster. Your pearl is discovered in radical acceptance that everything has value. All is well now and will be well. Remember that today as you feel the Fool's Embrace. Ashe. Embracing the Fool. The new, the unknown. The good, the bad, everything in between. Alright, beautiful being. I'm so excited for you and your new path, your new way. It's going to be beautiful. It is beautiful. And it's going to create so many new beginnings for you that are going to be amazing. Miraculous. Yeah. I hope that you enjoyed these messages. I hope that they brought you comfort and clarity and good vibes. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I love you. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And I wish you so many blessings. Take care.